Hello everyone. Now we will start with a new topic as a part of module pool programming. And our new topic is how we can select the rows in case of table control with wizard. Most common requirement, and customer always ask for this kind of requirement. Suppose if you see, this is a kind of table control. We all know whenever we want to display that data in the form of rows and columns, we always go for table control with wizard. Now, but customer is saying there must be a provision to select the single row or multiple rows based upon the requirement, and after that customer will perform the action onto those rows. If you see, as of now there is no such functionality here to select the rows. Suppose if I will show you already developed program, we will develop same to same kind of program. Just see, this is also a table control with wizard. This is also a table control with wizard. Have you seen in this and in this, we have a extra column like this. Suppose if I am putting order number 1, I will go for submit. Have you seen we are getting 3 records and we have a provision to select the single record or multiple record depends upon the requirement. This is what customer want. And after that, it depends upon the requirement. Suppose I took a functionality that user will select the rows, and after that, whenever user will click on to the move button, these records will save into one database table. Anyways, that is a particular requirement for the customer. But the main motto is how we can go for the select row functionality in case of table control with wizard, and most important and most common functionality which customer always ask. And yes, we will learn so many things whenever we will go for this kind of functionality. So what I will do, firstly, I will create a label for order number. I will take a input field for order number. I will go for 2 buttons, submit and move. And I will display that data using table control with wizard. And yes, we will display data from order header and order item table. If you see these 4 columns, this first 5 columns are from order header table. Last 2 columns are from order item table. User will select the rows. Whenever user will select the rows and click on to move button, we will save those records into that database table. But the main motto is we should learn how we can go for one extra column in that table control with wizard, and the purpose of that column is helping us to select a row. If you see, this column this column is helping us to select the row. So we will go for this particular functionality. So I will create a module pool application and we will go for this kind of layout. So I will go to SC38 transaction code. And most common requirement from the projects. Suppose I will give some name to the program. Suppose I'm saying ZMP. Suppose underscore, I will say suppose Z module pool underscore, suppose row selection functionality. Okay, suppose we will write row selection in table control. I will go for create. I will give some title to the program. Suppose to display and move the order details. Means we will display the order details also. We will move the order details also. Because we will save into one database table. I will take that type as module pull program. Do not do the mistake here. You just need to take that type as module pull program. I will save it as a local object. I will activate the program. You all know in every module pull program is the keyword. I will go to display object list. It will navigate me to SC80 transaction code. Now I will create a screen. I will simply go for screen, create screen. I will give some screen number. Suppose I will give that details. Suppose order details, short description. I will go to layout. You all know screen painter will open. Now we will just design the layout. Screen painter open. Firstly, I will go for label. Suppose the name of the label is order underscore LBL. I will give that text. Suppose order num. Now I will take a input output field. Now here it is totally your wish. If you want to go by table name hyphen column name, it is totally your wish. If you want to give the variable, if you want to go for some local variable, it's totally your wish. Suppose I'm writing LV underscore ONO. Now I will design two buttons here. Suppose I will design firstly one button. Suppose name of the button is submit. Then I will go for second button. Whenever we will move on to the functionality, I will give some text to the button. Now you all know every button requires a function code. Suppose function code of the button is submit. You can go for any function code, but it needs to be used in the coding. Now, I need to design table control with wizard. Before designing table control with wizard, I will declare the internal table and work areas. Yes, because you all know whenever you are creating table control with wizard, we will pass the name of the internal table. So firstly, we will declare the internal table. I will simply save, close up to this level. Now I will go to the top of the program. Firstly, I will declare a structure type for order header table types. Begin of, suppose LTY underscore data. I will open order header table in a new session. This is our order header table. Order number, type, data element of order number. Now I will go for order date, type, data element of order date. I will go for payment mode, type, data element of payment mode. I will go for total amount, type, data element of total amount. I will go for currency, type, data element of currency. I will end the first structure type. I will declare internal table and work areas, LT data, type table of LTY underscore data, work area, LWA data, type LTY underscore data. So this structure, their type, internal table and work area is for order head. Now I will go for order item. LTY underscore data 1. Now I will open order item table. Now order number is common, so I will take that first. Type data element of order number. I will take order item number. Type data element of order item number. And now I will go for item cost. Type data element of item cost. I will end the second structure type also. I will declare internal table and work areas. LT data 1, data 1, data 1, data. So it will be used to fetch the data from order item table. But in the table control, we need to display the data from order header also, order item also. So I will declare a combined structure type, and that internal table will be used in the table control. Just see, you can simply compare. When I showed you, this output is from order header and order item both. So this internal table, which is a combination of both, needs to be bind with the table control. So I will declare a combined internal table. Types. Begin of LTY underscore find. So 5 columns from order header table and 2 columns from order item table. Now I will declare the final internal table and work area. I will end this structure. And now I will declare the final internal table and work area. LT underscore final. This is also final. And this is also final. Now, the first important point to our target Excel. So have you seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? We took 7 column. But now we need to take a extra column, which will be used to select the rows. So that is the first point which will be lead towards our requirement. So suppose I will take extra column. Suppose I will write SEL. You can give any name, type C. You all know whenever you are not specifying the length, it will take 1. And length is 1 only. Yes, either you can select or deselect. Yes. So what will be the length? 1. I'll check the syntax up to this level. And now I will activate. So first important point we cover towards our requirement. Now I will activate. So what is the summary of this particular video? In this video, we took a requirement that how we can go for row selection functionality in table control with wizard. And most common requirement, important every project who is working on module pool, this is the most common requirement from the project. So what we did, we simply created a module pool program. We simply designed the layout. We took a input field for order number, label for order number. We took a button. Now we need to design a table control. You all know whenever you are going for table control with Wizard, you require a internal table. So we need to declare one internal table. This is the internal table which will be used in the table control with Wizard. So parallelly, we declare the internal tables which will store the data of header and item, and we will pass the data to this final internal table. And first important point we covered, we took one extra field in the table control internal table. We will use it later, which has a length of 1. So this is the first point which you can speak in any interview, that we need to take a extra column which will be used to select the rows. In the next video, we will use this particular column at the extreme level because this is our base for that topic itself. So that's it in this video. Thank you.